Hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. On today's episode, as summarized by Sarah as most of these people don't have half the sense God gave an aardvark. Donald isn't happy with the new Lincoln Project ad. Trump has grown so paranoid of leaks that he is afraid of even his friends. That's all right, so are we. And Bob Menendez's gold bar stash includes bars reported stolen in an armed robbery a decade ago. Oopsies. All right, so hello. I'm here every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. We have got epic troll slayers who keep us safe. And we have got a fantastic community here. We've got epic troll slayers who've kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we've got a fantastic community because of you. You've been so kind to each other. You've been so kind to me. Thank you. And likes and subscribe buttons are below. It's free and really helps. Okay. If you're watching on replay, hello. Questions are in the description box. I timestamped them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, which is what I do. Today's nails are purple and glittery. Although when I'm done here, I need to put a clear coat. The only bottle of nail polish I own right now is one bottle of clear coat, which really needs to go on these because right now I'm dropping glitter all over everything. All right, so hello everybody. So let's jump in. We're starting out with the new Lincoln Project ad. Would you like to see it? Oh, Donny's unhappy. He doesn't like it. So I will get rid of that and add to stage. Oh, hello. And make big. And here we go.
Hey, Donald, we noticed something. More and more people are saying it. You're weak. You seem unsteady. You need help getting around. And wow.
An anonymous, really an anonymous country, and you deserve.
Are you sure you don't have dementia? It runs in the family. Have you had a real doctor check you out? You keep confusing things.
And we did with Obama. We won an election.
Getting the facts wrong.
We just left pleasure. Paradise.
People laugh about it, about you.
Bing, bing.
Even your own people behind your back. You're winning the primary, but losing your power, your strength, your manhood. Face it, Donald. You're just projecting when you call Joe Biden old. He's stronger than you, fitter than you, smarter than you, a better man and a better president.
Yes.
Anyone can see it.
Yes.
And when you lay there at night, alone, you know we're right. You're falling apart, Donald, breaking down right in front of our eyes.
God bless the United States.
Okay. Well, I'll be honest, I think they could have chosen better clips than that. There were some doozies, like when he said that Joe Biden would lead us into World War II. I think there were better things, and some of that stuff was some of that stuff was from when he was president. So running the more recent stuff would be, I think, better, and the Viagra pills were unnecessary. So, but on the whole, the look, I only noticed when I was watching back, if you go back and look, that picture where they highlighted Melania's face, where Trump's clapping and she just goes, that I only noticed that on the second watch. So yeah, hates, yes, B. Smith. United States. Well, Hal Sparks has talked about this, that, because he has done the Hollywood thing, and he says that Donald Trump gets his veneers replaced about every 18 months and doesn't brush his teeth because of that. See, I don't even see how that could work. I mean, you wouldn't have any gums left, would you? Ugh. But, all right. Yes, Deborah Johnson, her face was disgust. Cherry Bomb says she always did that. Yuck. Sharon Rice says it sounds like his dentures were slipping. Yeah, something was wrong. All right, so the Lincoln Project has a new ad that portrays Donald as feeble, which is the name of it, and weak. Guess how Trump is responding to this ad, because he has responded to this ad. Oh, I'm glad, Jeanette. It's gotten to him so badly. He's claiming the video and audio clips used of him aren't him at all. It's all AI generated. Every bit of it. So how bad is this going to mess with him? Is this the way to get under his skin? It's all AI. It's all AI. All AI. Kristen from Uncover the News says that Trump's starting grifting season by selling wrapping paper featuring the Georgia mugshot. Oh. You know what? I think Democrats should start selling that too. I would consider, well, not in this family, but in general, I would consider using that if it wasn't going to give Trump any money. So, is this the way to go? Is there going to be a lot more of this? Electra Storm saying, isn't the mugshot copyrighted? It should. I believe it is. I believe they're saying it's copyrighted. See, I didn't think a mugshot could be copyrighted, but apparently it is by the some part of law enforcement related to that specific area. So, 4 of Cups. Well, he does look, at minimum, he looks a little slurred. But, yeah, this isn't just refusal, because we know he's going to say, no, but it's kind of resigned. You can't even really directly argue against it, but I'm wondering if the ads, the real kickers are going to be about Donald Trump, the thief. And I don't have to say alleged. Visualize 70 says Fulton County owns the copyright. Thank you. All right, 4 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 9 of Wands, Page of Wands, Queen of Swords. Sorry, I keep hitting this thing. Sorry. Well, he keeps going either to Bedminster or Mar-a-Lago or somewhere. He keeps retreating. Insult to injury. He just feels increasingly like he's being attacked. Just don't want our country to dissolve into fascism. Hair fur. Page of Wands would be very, very weak attacks. This makes him look weak. It's not a king. It's not even a knight. It's a page. But it's the legal stuff that's going to hit him. Big, scary, real legal stuff. So is that what people should or will focus on? Will it be his authoritarianism, or will it be his weakness, or his, I don't know, attempt to destroy the country. Paula Stahl says, what a way to celebrate the birth of a savior than with the mugshot of a materialistic criminal. Yeesh. The 2024 endless election cycle. King of Swords. Let's see what the cards say. Strength, Chariot, Emperor, Two of Pentacles. Oh, Justice. There are two cards at the end. Yeah. It's the criminal, the prosecutors, the judges holding him accountable for criminality. Because that's what's coming. Strength, Chariot. Strength, Chariot of the Emperor. This is not his success because it immediately goes into this incredibly weak, unbalanced, sad little Two of Pentacles here, followed by the Justice card. So justice for his plans, what he did, his business practices, what he did in office. So this, I'm the emperor, I'm bigger than all of you. What I've got here, women. Strength card. Big movement. Strength of women, big movement against the emperor, who leaves him weak. And it's also justice and his criminality. So these Republican idiots are going to, I'd say rue the day, but would it be row the day that they got those super, super conservative justices onto the Supreme Court? And the dog finally caught the car. Yeeks. Gina Overton says, wands and swords. All right. At 13 minutes in. All right, Dumpy has grown so paranoid of leaks. He is, quote, afraid of even his friends, unquote. We don't like your friends either. We wouldn't trust your friends with a brass farthing either. So I'm not saying you're wrong not to trust them. I mean, I can't say that. But will his paranoia affect his psyche going forward? Is the paranoia just going to get worse and worse and worse? Ooh, he's bigly mad. He has no coping skills, so he's afraid. He's afraid he's going to lose his business. He's afraid he's going to lose, Trump Tower. Him owning Trump Tower is a huge part of his identity. His entire, a huge chunk of his very sense of self, and he's going to lose it. It's going to take a little time, but he's going to lose Trump Tower, from all indications. And in the past, all I had to do was just get angry, get in people's faces, threaten them, be awful, and eventually they'd back down. But that isn't going to happen this time. And he cannot cope. He can't. Three of Cups. And we are going to witness it, my friends. Five of Cups, Seven of Cups, Moon, howling at thee. Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Yep, increasingly upset. Um, Five of Cups, Seven of Cups. His delusions. And it really would help if you would actually go see real doctors who aren't blowing smoke. But he doesn't want to hear the truth. This moron, last I heard, still believes that in that stupid idea that, well, you only have so many heartbeats in a lifetime, and if you use them up more quickly, you die sooner. No, that's not how this works. You dimwit. And this is the Knight of Cups. This is the Democrats coming after him. How he sees the whole left coming left. There on your screen would be here. Although the left coming forward. Page of Pentacles. He's gonna lose all kind of money. He cannot. But these two cards here. His delusions about himself. This disappointment. What do you mean taking this away from me? And then just howling at the moon. And then there's more to come. And he is left with what he actually deserves. Which is not, I mean, you look, even if all of his, if all of his debts were paid off by selling of assets, Donald Trump couldn't live like I do. He'd find a way. He'd find somebody to scam. He'd find something. But he couldn't live like you and I live. And that's kind of sad. But he's had nearly 80 years to learn differently, to act differently, to make better choices, to care about somebody other than himself. And when has that ever happened? All right, so at 1740, I've read on this before, but let's just have another quick look, even if it's 3 cards. Fani Willis is debating asking the court to revoke the bond of another Trump co-defendant, Trevian Kuti. Is it K-U-T-I? Is that Kuti? For attempted witness intimidation. I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. As this happens more and more with the others, and Trump keeps running his mouth, could we see Trump's bond revoked before the end of the year, which is only a few weeks away? So, but let's have a look. There are questions, therefore I read on them. Hello, Athavolpe. Bond revoked, huh? John Francis, why is she only considering it? I don't know. Strength. She's in a position of strength. 10 of Cups, World, 6 of Cups. Interesting. Isn't this being pleased? Things going back to something more what we're used to. A World card in the center. Strength card for the reading. Where does he have bonds? Is it in with Bragg, Chutkin, and Fani Willis? Are those the places where he's under bonds that could be revoked? Let me see. Hello, Norma. Cherry Bomb says yes. And Anna says yes. Okay. Thank you. Is Dumpy going to have his bond revoked? Because Chutkin's not playing. You'd have to get Chucked in to do it, or McAfee, or who's the judge in the Bragg criminal trial? I can't quite remember. That's a prosecutor. Feels a little Jack Smithish. Valerie Sargent says, hello, driving and yelling at all of you guys. Valerie has opinions. That's awesome. Cherry Bomb, New York, Georgia, and DC. Thank you. Whew, hello, Tower Card. Because of his actions, Ace of Wands, Chariot. All right, I'm surprised because we haven't been picking up on we haven't been picking up and going to prison, but these cards are all saying bond revoked. So if his bond's revoked, that means he has to go to jail. Not prison, but jail. Mershon, is that it? YT3. Thank you, Mershon. Hello, Robin. Visualize 70's asking, is it getting I'll actually, if you don't mind, I'll change that slightly. Is it getting bumpy for dumpy? There we go. Bond revoked. Jail. Merry Christmas. Three of Cups. It's a time of celebration. Death card. Eight of Wands. Justice. Him running his mouth. Big change because of him running his mouth. Justice card. With us being happy. Look, I've pulled 3 sets of cards. They're all saying the same thing. They're all saying the same thing. I wonder if Dumpy has finally crossed the line. We haven't seen that happening before, but oh, good. Kristen says breaking. Tommy Tuberville just lifted his hold on over 400 military promotions. Yay! Yay! Happy and Merry Christmas indeed. And thank you to everyone in our armed forces and all the support people. Thank you for your service. And Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. Yay. Okay. Doxy Mom had a question at 23:50. 23:50. Now that Trump can be held civilly liable for January 6th, will any of the convicted insurrectionists sue Trump for the cost of them following his orders? Oh, insurrectionists. James says, I'm a vet. I'm so glad this insanity is finally over. Thank you. Thank you for your service, James. Thank you. All right. John France just won the internet today. Tommy got a visit from the ghost of indictment's future. That is awesome. That was awesome. All right. Insurrectionists. Calling the dimwits. Calling the violent dimwits. You're going to jail. You're going to prison. What, you're going to sue The person who led you astray, like you don't have, like you aren't, as my grandfather would say, you're 20 and 1. It's your decision. Hanged man. Nine of Wands. Well, that would be the insurrection. Rancor. Five of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Then that would be somebody doing it because of the whole insurrection and everything some of the people went through looking for a big payday. Big payout. And certainly if Jack Smith can get a conviction that Trump was fully responsible, that makes going after him a whole lot easier. Assuming he has any money left for you to take. Now that's the kicker. All right. Insurrectionists, violent insurrectionists, since you've, I don't know, only got the equivalent of a quarter of a brain, let me help you out here. If you're going to do this, start now. But you won't watch this. You're not seeing this. And you'd never listen to a lefty, especially not a woman. Oh well, your loss. Giovanna. Insurrectionists, insurrectionists, how loyal is your dumbness? That's awesome. Oh boy, okay. Robin D says that have to put a lot of that have to put money up front. True. That was good, Giovanna. All right, so Sharon Rice had a question. 2740. Thank you for going through the news with me. If Orangina manages to get the nomination, is he going to select sicko-phant, sicko-phant, evangelical zealot, Speaker Mikey, he hates everything Johnson as his running mate to court the Christian, quote unquote, right? I really loved that, the two images together for the ticket of Donald Trump and George Santos. That would be perfect. But Donald Trump and Speaker Mikey, he hates everything. I'm not seeing it, but I think Speaker Mikey is scarier than is first apparent. And I don't think he'd be willing to go full milquetoast for Donald. Knight of Cups. Three of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Death card, Six of Pentacles, Chariot. I don't think he's going to, I'm increasingly thinking he's not going to choose a running mate. Matter of fact, I've been getting, he's going to get sick enough, he's going to have to step back. At least he's going to say it's temporarily from campaigning. I don't get him shuffling off this mortal coil. I do not want him to. I want the man healthy, in court, on trial with real evidence and real lawyers and a real judge and fairness that would actually, if the evidence is there, he would actually be legally held accountable in a court of law. That is what I want more than anything. But Mikey has his own agenda. But as far as Trump choosing a, Chet Wadsworth says he doesn't want to share the limelight. Yeah, now that he's reached the heights that he has, yeah. Trump's going to lose his money. I wonder, it said, has been suggested that when Trump fully loses the Letitia James civil case with Judge Engoron, because Judge Engoron, remember, Judge Engoron has already ruled on one of the main counts and found Griftco and the Griflings liable. He's already slammed a body blow, and Goran's already slammed a body blow into that whole situation. But because Trump has more than 1,500 LLCs, and some of them apparently are nothing but a bank account. How can you have an LLC that's just a bank account? There's talk that when all that starts to fully unravel, we may start finding out that some of Trump's business deals, he had some, let's say, silent partners. This is very little money here. It's being left with very little money, and big deal, big change, big movement. So Lois McDonald says 1,500 LLCs. No, Trump isn't sneaky. No. I have one. I have a grand total of one LLC, which is me. That's it. Oh, thank you, Linda. Ay. Okay. Okay. At 32:30, Raymond de Pascal had a question. At 32:30. Speaking of Hal Sparks is, he just comes up every once in a while, but he is a Freemason, by the way, and he's talked about it extensively. It's the only Freemason I really know of, to be honest. And so this question is Donald Trump connected or involved in any secret societies such as Freemasonry and the like? I'm just picturing how Sparks just kind of contained explosion. So I'd guess that Trump is not in. He's not a Freemason, but is Trump actually a part of any? Is Mr. Narcissism himself a part of any hidden? Oh my gosh, Kathy Lamson, thank you. Makes a big difference. Thank you. Lisa says Federalist Society. Well, the thing is that there are a lot of people who are involved in the Federalist Society, just who don't believe in the. I mean, Merrick Garland's a member of the Federalist Society, is my understanding. There are a lot of lawyers. It's almost just like you need to become a member just to get the connections you need, but not all of them are these extremists. My knowledge in this area is limited. Emperor. No, he is the center of his own. Trump is the center of his own world. Sun, King of Cups, Queen of Swords, Seven of Cups, Page of Swords. There's no way. Nope. Electra Storm says you don't have to be smart to be a Freemason. No, but there's some good that they do. And there's a certain amount of my understanding is there's a bit of a hierarchy. And Trump isn't bending a knee for anybody. It's all about him. If anybody's going to be holding the sword, it's going to be him. CC Ryder says Jack Smith had a deadline this week to release evidence he intends to use at trial. Just an FYI. Ooh, wow. Cherry Bomb says you have to believe in a higher power and that all men are created equal. I do. I believe in a power. I believe in a higher power. I believe everybody's created equal. Trump? No. Mr. Sun King, everything revolves around me. Yeah. Lucky Girl says, per the Federalist Society website, Merrick Garland is a contributor. Person listed as a contributor has spoken or participated in Federalist Society events, publications, or multimedia presentations. Okay. Thank you. Cherry Bomb says, you could be a Mason then. He can't. There are female Masons. But they are very much segregated by gender. So, all right. Okay. We're going to, thank you, Kipa. We are going to knock down a right-wing talking point. Would you like to do that with me? Little bit of information to tuck away in your mind that you can go, excuse you, the next time somebody's trying to tell you differently. Since 2021, the Pentagon has released a report of extremism in their ranks. The GOP has yelled as much as possible that there are radical leftists in the ranks of the military, right? They're woke, they're extremists, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so every year now, the military releases numbers of extremists in the military who've been uncovered and who, of course, then since been booted. Okay. I don't see the actual numbers. Hang on, let me go pull up move this over, and let me go pull up the actual article because I wanted the actual numbers. I know the punchline, as twere. It is not made up or funny, but so an annual, this is from military.com, an annual Pentagon report on extremism within the ranks of report released Thursday by the Defense Department Inspector General revealed in fiscal 2023. So that, I believe that's October to October. Is that right? Something like that. There were 183 allegations of extremism across all branches of military, broken down into efforts to overthrow the government and terrorism, but also advocating for widespread discrimination or violence to achieve political goals. You know, like they do. All right, so what kind of numbers are we talking about here? Let me see if they've... Okay, so an annual Pentagon report on extremism within the ranks reveals that 78 members were suspected of advocating for the overthrow of the U.S. government. Okay, 78. Another 44 were suspected of engaging or supporting terrorism. And the report released Thursday by the Defense Department Inspector General revealed that in fiscal 2023, there were 183 allegations of extremism. Wouldn't that? Okay, 183. All right, in all branches of the military. Okay, 183. The number's down. In 2021, there were 270 allegations. In 2022, it dropped to 146, and now it's rebounded to 183. Okay? Extremism in the military. Extremists in the military. Okay. Army had the most. All right. So, how many were, say, BLM or leftists, and how many of them were left-wing extremists? How many of them were right-wing extremists? Well, I can make it perfectly clear because according to this article, they're leftist extremists. There was one out of 183. There was one who was a leftist. That's it. Department of Defense report. Yeah. So, are the actual numbers here going to make any difference? I don't know. Truth. Because you know they're not going to talk about it on Fox News. Giovanna's asking, is that acting military? I believe so, but there is a link in the description, and it is a long article. So you might want to check the details. But Mary Smith says, what is even a leftist extremist? Anybody who'd be willing to use violence for political gain? You know, there are some violent people in this world. Most people are great. Honestly, most people, they're just trying to get through the day. But yeah, we've got in humanity, we have small numbers of some truly heinous people, but there aren't that many of them. Anyway. So Visualize 70 says, but Autumn, one is just too much. The USA can't handle this. You won't be able to handle the truth. Yeah. So 182 were extremists on the right. One was an extremist on the left. I'm guessing this isn't even going to... I'm guessing this is going to be buried. Oh, that would be rude. I'll just say buried. Queen of Wands. 9 of Wands. 8 of Cups. 8 of Pentacles. No. They can't. They have to be able to point to the other side when it comes to January 6th. What couldn't possibly have been our side? Oh, no. You have to walk away from the truth here and get back to work, pushing your con. You're not painting that woman. You've got that whole thing under false pretenses. This is a con. This is a lie. Got to get back. The Republicans have to get back to work, pushing their lie. But just so you know, oh, Kristen's saying that Giuliani was a no-show at today's court hearing. It prevented a courtroom meeting with Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss, who attended as they prepare to extract damages from him for falsely claiming they committed election fraud, as they should. But he apparently didn't. He was a no-show, huh? Okay. There's a question here about at 4435. Dumpy is planning on appealing any and all convictions all the way to the Supreme Court. How's this going to work out for him? Because they, if he appeals, you're good kitty. If he appeals and the appeals court's like, No, you've no right, no grounds. There's nothing to appeal here. Everything was tried fairly. You got your day in court. Suck it up. Supreme Court, they've already shown a willingness to say, nah. Oh my gosh, this is only 3 cards. Queen of Pentacles. Well, they got their job. Oh, I wonder. They wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for Trump. Trump has he has spoken out against Kavanaugh before. I wonder if Trump's going to spill more of the beans. Cherry Bomb is there a boo-boo and kitty? Yes, he is. He's a burrito right here, and at the moment he's having a bath. He's giving himself a bath. All right. Gosh, I hope so. But 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 4 of Cups. This is all minor arcana. Yes, you're burdened with convictions, sleeplessness, worry, grief. 4 of Cups. Doesn't want to accept, but there's nothing here that's saying the Supreme Court is going to do anything. Oh, Robin D, thank you. Gifted 10 black and orange tarot memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Isabel Moss says, I doubt they would accept any of his cases. Yes. Thank you, Robin. Thank you. Yes, Raymond DePascal. Kavanaugh, I like beer. Yeah. 2 of Cups. That's partnership, but that's not partnership on his side. 5 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 4 Pentacles. You've come up short. These people are there for life, Donny. They don't need you. I hope some of them are removed, but on the whole, they're there for life. They don't have to help you. They can do whatever they want. Mao Zhang, woohoo, subscription train. Okay. All right, and what have we got next? We're just zipping through the questions today. So Eileen had a question at 4805. 4805. Okay, some staticky energy. How does DeSantis feel after the disastrous debate with Newsom? That was so good. Does he really understand how bad that went for him? How awful he was? Ay, ay, ay. Polly Wanda says at 80, I'd like to celebrate life with family and friends, not cellmates. Well, I don't know. Something tells me you didn't take part in trying to overthrow democracy. Just a shot in the dark. I know. I'm assuming. Ugh. All right. Oh, DeSantis, the dud. DeSantis, the dud. King of Swords. Oh, you didn't really think it went well, did you? Oh, no. He knows. He knows how bad it was. Oh. Oh. Jeez. This is Newsom. All sorted out. Swords are air signs, so it's the air signs is thought and information, and Newsom was on it. The cards for the debate. Tower. Death. Six of Swords. You're out of here. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, the donor money didn't exactly flood in. And Empress. America moving on. Yeah, Tower, death. It didn't go well. Really didn't go well. He knows. Good. I just wish these people would learn from when they show how awful they are and they get the blowback the verbal blowback they so richly deserve. The electoral blowback they so richly deserve. Nonviolent. I wish they would then have a think. Take a moment. Reflect. Consider. You know, maybe I'm being mean. Maybe I'm being a rotten human being. No, just no. Anyway. Because there's a follow-up question at 5130. Oh, I love it. I have always picked up Mrs. DeSantis as Lady Macbeth, that she is pushing her husband. And she very much takes part in things like making sure that neither of them put a lot of stuff in emails or other things that could be used against them later. She is all in, and she really wants to be First Lady. Really wants to be First Lady. A follow-up question to the previous one. How is Mrs. DeSantis feeling about how poorly he did in the debate, considering she's the one who wants to be in the White House probably more than he does? Oh, Lady Macbeth. Mal is saying the gossip here in Florida is that either Mrs. DeSantis or Matt Gaetz will be the next governor. Yeah, I mean, she wants it so badly. I'm surprised she doesn't run, but then again. Oh, the little woman. Right. Queen of Cups. Ten of Cups. Ace of Swords. Queen of Wands. Magician. Nine of Wands. She's not happy. She's seeing how well the Democrats are doing. This is unacceptable. Those godless heathens. Yeah, well, we do have a god, or sometimes multiple gods, but a lot of us actually believe in the divine, and we believe in a divine who is kind and generous and loving, and actually believe some of the things that Jesus said. You know, because there are a lot of things Jesus said that you don't believe, but we do. So explain that. Anyway. CC Roder, yes. Newsom said, you're 40 points down in your own state. So good. He's so good. Okay, so that was a bucket of cold water. And there she is, Queen of Wands, Queen of the far right. Right in the center, staring at him. Oh, not happy. He'd better pull a rabbit out of a hat, but he won't be able to. And he will continue to sink. And that makes me happy. Because I don't like seeing mean people ascend to power. I don't know. Just saying. All right. Lila Integral Soul says, not just believes Jesus, but puts into practice love on a daily basis. Huh. Yep, you don't have to be a Christian to do that. Deborah Johnson says, you know, she was seething at the polls information. I don't know. I don't understand them. I don't. But, okay. All right. So 5530. Michelle had a question. 5530. If Santos really is reporting House members to the Office of Congressional Ethics, will any of that result in investigations by the House Ethics Committee or the FBI? Yes, Isabel Moss. Selective Christianity. Yeah. Man of day. Oh, Eileen, glad you got a laugh from the questions. Yes, thank you, Eileen, and thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Okay. Is anything Santos saying going to have any difference? Linda Hobson says Santa's calling you. How to answer that phone? Santa? The landline in the house isn't mine. Just so you know, this is my phone, and it should be like that actually. With the yeah, that's not mine. That's cute. Polly wanted 2 undisputable Bible facts. It is rectangular and it is accurate when thrown a short distance. See, we have a sense of humor. Queen of Wands. Devil. I'm guessing this is DeSantis. It could just be corruption, but not DeSantis. Santos. 10 of Cups, King of Wands, Emperor, 10 of Swords. There's trouble coming for those on the far right. I just don't know that this feels more like January 6th stuff and all kind of legal swords rather than just so-and-so was doing something they shouldn't have been doing. And then somebody over there was doing something, you know, it's kind of, those are kind of scattershot kind of things, whereas us being there's absolute corruption, us being very pleased, these people on the far right, and it's their actions for the emperor, and then being held accountable. Yes, please, please, please. Oh, please. Scary Happy says, delightless, deloveless, DeSantis. The shortness, the cruelty, DeSantis. World. Yeah, Santos by 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, High Priestess. There are secrets it could be pointed to. Yeah, it's not gonna be because of Santos. So, hello, Julie. All right, so SEB, Charlene, I appreciate that. Yes, it is. It's in the description box. It's actually SEB, ASTIENE. Sebastian, pretend you are French. 1 hour. It seems that Bob Menendez gold bar stash includes bars reported stolen in an armed robbery a decade ago. Oh no, Charlene, you're wonderful. No, don't worry about it. Just letting you know. No worries. Dude, why is he still in office? And yeah, I think that Democrats who are crooks should get booted. Bye. There are decent human beings out here who can do the job. Wow. So, oops. Is this going to make things worse for him? Armed robbery. That's where you got your gold bars. From either directly from an armed robbery or someone who did the robbing, or one way or the other, it's linked back to gold bars that came from an armed robbery a decade ago. You moron. Seven of Cups. I don't. How did those get there? Five of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Magician. He's just in trouble. Asking, is he the robber or does he know the robber? Cherry Bomb suggesting Eric did it. This is a con. This is work, but this is a con. And a bunch of rancor and there would probably be your gold bar. And trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat. He's gonna have to do some tap dancing on this one. But it doesn't feel like it's gonna make things worse. It's already pretty bad. Valerie Sargent said he's just borrowing the goods. That's right. All right. Oh, well, I got through all the questions. I'm caught up. The questions are very important to me. All right. Well, parting is such sweet sorrow, but it is 1:20 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You are always welcome. I just want to encourage you. And other than that, tomorrow's Wednesday, so fingers crossed we may get a day with Sarah. It's always better when Sarah's here. She's such a good person. All right. Also, I did want to say at the end that unfortunately, we have lost. Hang on, let me get back to. Oh, come on. I thought it was right here. But Jen Lynn was saying that we have lost one of our fellow readers. And I am so sorry. I did not know her, but absolute thank you and blessings and prayers for everyone who knew her. Jody, I believe. So, like I said, I didn't know her, but I know that people are very, very sad today, and it is so sad. It is so sad. I think you all know I lost a friend of mine recently. Suburban Housewife says Jody did amazing sound bath work. Yes. And it's brutal, but they're in a better place. Jody Roberts, unfortunately, is no longer with us. So, absolute blessings and prayers to her spirit, to her family, to her friends, to everyone who watched her. So, blessed. Bless. All right, so I hope you have a good rest of your day. Again, I'll be over at Creative Spritz at 3. I will be right back here tomorrow. So hang in there. All right, hang in there. You're not alone. We're in this together. And there are good days ahead. All right, so take care. I'll see you tomorrow.